Welcome in, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you. Christian cult? Oh, I forgot to set YouTube to dual stream. Sorry. Welcome in, welcome in. Who doesn't love a little modest mouse in the evening? I believe God is a woman. God is a woman and woman is, wait, what is it? God is a witch? No, my mom is a witch. Something that Modest Mouse says. That was Gravity Rides Everything by Modest Mouse from the album The Moon and Antarctica. Hey, Lockpicking Turtle. Thanks for joining me. Hello, everyone. Untucked Tagged here. Thank you so much for starting the live. Thank you all for hanging out. I'm just here for like 30 minutes or so until Meza is going to go live, I think. Hey, Jonah. Are you a Christian? Hey, Alexander. I'm having a pretty good New Year. Yeah. I've had some funny discussions with people and some interesting discussions and also some pretty frustrating ones. Okay, we got our first guest, Joseph. Hey, Joseph, are you over 18 and are you a Christian?
Hello. Yes. And I am.
Oh, okay, great. What do you want to talk about?
What's the cult?
So, I think Christianity is a cult. I think the doctrine of Christianity is controlling.
And that's what you believe or what you know?
I think there's a lot of evidence that points towards it, so I think it's a justified true belief. But
But there's a
knowledge
difference
that,
between believing
well,
and knowing, right?
hey, Sakapusi, there is a difference between those two things, and I don't know that you can know something like that because it depends on how you define the word, a lot of different things like that, right? So what it's going to come
Right.
down to is probably a disagreement over how we define the word cult.
Well, how do you define cult?
I usually use Oxford dictionary definition.
Would you consider LGBTQRSTUVWX and Y and Z to be a cult?
No. Why would you consider it?
I wouldn't consider it, but would you think it was a cult?
Nope.
I mean,
So I guess we're in agreement.
or whatever.
So I consider a cult to be a system of religious veneration and devotion directed toward a particular figure or object.
Or they could be like thoughts, right?
I'm sorry?
Read the definition again, please.
Yeah. A system of religious veneration and devotion directed towards a particular figure or object.
Okay. And so, like a belief, right? Difference between belief and knowing. Like, I wouldn't believe you were born in the United States, right? I know you're born in the United States, right?
How would you know that? You don't even know if
accent.
You don't even know if I'm in the United States. What are you talking about?
No, it doesn't matter if you're in the United States. Like, you were born in the United States, right?
Okay, I think you're confused. I know that Christianity is a system of religious veneration and devotion directed towards a particular figure or object. Okay? Does that answer your question? I know that. It is knowledge.
And so, Sarah was born in the United States, right?
Guests that are unable to engage dropped. I don't have time for this. I've only got a little bit of time tonight. Hey, Harry, with a knife. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Cool. I'm good. Are you a Christian and over 18?
Yes, I am.
Awesome. What do you want to talk about?
More of why should I? Because your point seems you seem very convinced with your point. Why should I leave Christianity?
So I think that Christianity is actually harmful, does more harm for the individual and to the community and society than it does good. And I have a number of reasons why, but that's overall the reason.
Okay. I could see where you might say that members of the church would act like that, but the whole idea of Christianity and the core beliefs of Christianity would not align with that.
Okay, why do you say that?
Well, because we have, obviously, our basis of morality is the Ten Commandments. We have, obviously, Jesus's teachings. We have parables. We have common sense, I guess. And then we look at the way Christ lived, he teaches us how to live, and it does not align with the harm that all of humanity has, fallen into, the sin that humanity into. So
Okay. Hey, Zipzop. Hey, Prophetess. Good to see y'all. I'm only here for a little bit, just to be clear, just for like a half hour. Sorry,
Yeah,
just telling the chat. It's got some new people came in. Hannah Grace,
Oh,
good to see you. Okay, so here's what I think you said. Let me just reel it back. So you said that it's the Ten Commandments are a good reason, and that Jesus' teachings. Then you said parables, which are Jesus' teachings. Then you said common sense, which has nothing to do with Christianity. Then you said following Jesus. And so it's basically the Ten Commandments and Jesus. Let's start with the Ten Commandments. Why are the Ten Commandments good?
Why are they good?
Yeah.
Well, do you believe murder is good, or do you believe murder is bad?
I believe it's bad.
Okay.
Okay. So why are the Ten Commandments good?
That's very clearly established.
Are they all about murder?
No, but that's just one.
Right. So why are the Ten Commandments good?
It's a basis of morality. Like, without...
That is the claim.
Well, I guess for me,
a claim, but why are the Ten Commandments good? Like, you got to flesh this out a little bit more than just like murder is bad. That doesn't tell me anything about the Ten Commandments.
Well, because it set the basis of moral law. That's what it is. It is the basis of moral law.
Okay. So we can turn to the Ten Commandments for how we should behave generally.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Okay, so that's so when it says things like if you dishonor your father and mother, you should be stoned. What do you think of that?
Okay. So that is using the Ten Commandments along with Old Testament law.
The Ten
Obviously,
Commandments are part of the Old Testament law.
I'm fully aware.
Are you?
So-
Because you just said it as if they are different things.
Just okay. So this is a time we have to look in context, right? When we say these things, we have to look in context, right? When it said that if you mix fabrics, right? We obviously
That's
don't
not part of
believe
it. That's not
that.
part of the 10, right? I'm not even going
No,
into the other laws
obviously,
yet.
I know.
We're talking
I
about
know,
the 10
I know.
Commandments. Harry, no, I just need you to focus on the claim you made. The 10 Commandments are
Okay.
good for society, and I'm challenging it, and you're unable to focus on it. So please, I only have like 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Why are the 10
Okay.
Commandments specifically good? Should we stone children for dishonoring their father and mother? Please tell me why we should not, when the 10 Commandments say that we should.
Okay, well, pretty obviously, we should not stone our kids. It's metaphorical. We don't believe we should stone children because it literally says we should not murder. This is
So the laws given are metaphorical laws. Your God did not mean them to ever be followed.
Oh my goodness.
Harry, you need to focus, lock in. Why can't you say what you mean if that's not what you mean? I repeated back what you fucking said.
Okay, let's relax. The Ten Commandments does not tell us to stone children. Can you please tell me that it says to stone our children directly from the commandment?
What if I showed you where Jesus said that you should?
Dude, that's metaphorical. Come on.
So when Jesus references the 10 Commandments
Jesus,
that say to stone children, and he literally says it, it's
the
all
commandments
metaphor.
do not say to stone children. You're taking what you're saying.
Are you sure?
Very positive that the commandments say do not stone people who have dishonored their mother and father.
What do you
That's
think?
immoral.
What do you think it says? Let him go.
Give me 1 second. I'll give you the exact.
No, I'm getting it for you,
I'll give
but
you
I'm
the
curious
exact
because
Hebrew.
you know I'm getting it for you, guest. You don't have to do anything except for tell me what you believe it already says.
Okay.
Because you already know. You're already telling me that you know it doesn't say to stone them. Does it say to kill them, to put them to death? Or are you just getting on like an equivocation where you're just like, well, it doesn't say the exact thing you're saying.
Can you please show me from a Greek translation, not own words, where it says if somebody dishonors their mother and father, they should be stoned? Can you please tell me that, please?
From a Greek translation. Why a Greek
From
translation?
a Hebrew. I said Hebrew, did I not?
You did not.
Okay, well, I meant Hebrew. Forgive me.
Yeah, 1 second. Exodus 20:12. Let's see. Bible Gateway. Do you accept Bible Gateway, or is that of the devil?
Bible Gateway's fine.
It's hard to tell with Christians, right?
Oh, I'm looking at Orthodoxy, so I read from the Septuagint, but...
And the Lord your God brought you out of Egypt. Shall not make yourself an idol, whether in the form of anything above or below, not bow down. Serve them, punishing children for the iniquity of the parents of the third and fourth generation. That's a good one your God does. Don't make wrongful use of the name of your God. Remember the Sabbath, 6 days, seventh day. Honor your father and mother, so that your days may be long. The Lord your God has given you. Shall not murder, shall not commit adultery, shall not steal. Oh, you're right. It doesn't say that.
I'm glad you've just read over that. You've read over the commandment.
Harry, calm down. I just said you're right.
Well, okay, thank you. Okay, so we can agree that the commandment does not tell you to stone your children if
So why did Jesus say
that?
that? Why did Jesus say that?
He's speaking metaphorically. He is obviously not telling people to kill their children. I don't know if I'm going to get this across your head because you're not understanding. But
Deuteronomy 21:18-21. Deuteronomy 21:18-21. If someone has a stubborn and rebellious son, this is the verse that I was thinking of. Thank you Zipsop. If someone is a stubborn and rebellious son who will not obey his father and mother, who does not heed them when they discipline him, this is what Jesus was referencing, by the way, the metaphor that you think exists in your fucking word of God. Then his father and mother shall take hold of him and bring him out to the elders of his town at the gate of that place. They shall say to the elders of this town, this son of ours is stubborn and rebellious. He will not obey us. He is a glutton and a drunkard. Then all the men of the town shall him to death. So you shall purge the evil from your midst, and all Israel will hear and be afraid. What do you think of this part? Guess.
Give me 1 second. Sorry. Just give me 1 second.
Didn't have it up. My bad. Yeah, but we can see the thing right here. All the men of the town shall stone him to death. What do you think of this?
Sorry, my thing's being weird. Sorry, I'm just give me 1 second. Sorry. I hate to.
I haven't on the 10 Commandments as much, so it's a little bit of a shaky ground for me as well. I think there's just plenty of fertile like terribleness in the 10. But you were right about that. I said it was in that passage. That's what I was thinking of, I think.
Okay, so that's just it's talking about it's not a one-time thing. Mm-hmm. This is somebody who is constantly rebelling, constantly causing issues, just being consistent with their iniquity.
He does not heed. He does not heed them when they discipline him. It definitely says that. It says that. You're not giving anything new.
This is it's talking about Israel itself. Like,
oh, okay.
Not.
So like the laws given to the priests about how they should run this society, this theocratic society, was actually metaphor about talking about like the society as a whole and how it will be taken, society will then be, all the men of the town shall stone him to death. That actually is a metaphor for all the society stoning itself.
It's not at all what I said, but...
I'm sorry if I misunderstood. You're welcome to clarify.
Okay.
Or you keep going off app. We can't hear you when you're off app.
I know.
Oh,
okay. So I'm trying to explain it. I have to do this from memory. Forgive me if I'm...
It's right on the screen. Why do you have to do it from memory?
I know.
You do it from Holy Spirit.
This is not talking about Israel, though. This is a very direct and strict punishment for children.
It was a last resort thing. That's all. That's what it was. It was a last resort thing.
And they deserved death. They deserved it. That's all you're doing is saying that if they don't behave, they deserve to die. That's all you're doing. You're explaining what it says.
That's oversimplification, dude.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was a last resort thing, and then they deserve to die. How about I take exactly what you fucking said? Jesus Christ, you're dishonest.
Interesting.
That's my line.
So once again, why should I leave Christianity? That was the main question, and I never really got a full answer from it.
No, you did get a full answer. We're discussing it now. Do you remember? Like I said, because it's bad for society, and then you said the 10 Commandments are good. Then we're talking about that, and then I was wrong that the 10 Commandments, where I was looking at, did not say about stoning children. But this, however, does. It clarifies that we should stone children. So this is where I think the laws of the Old Testament are bad for society.
We get zero clarification on age. This does not say we're stoning a 9-year-old. There's no clarification on age here.
So it doesn't matter the age. That's fine.
So it's any age from 0 to whenever.
No.
Child.
No. Oh my gosh.
No, it's fine.
You said there's no clarification.
It's an adult. As long as they're an adult, they should be stoned to death for disobeying their parents. Is that the law that we should have in society?
That is not what it's not just because it was disobeying his parents. You can see clearly a glutton, drunkard. He was, you shall purge the evil from your midst. It says it right there, but all you want is let's stone somebody.
Okay, should we stone
That's
drunkards?
All you're seeing.
Should we stone drunkards? I'm trying to ask about your moral system. That's not the thing. Isn't that I'm only seeing this?
This is Old Testament law.
Right.
You do not believe
Harry
shall be killed because they get drunk.
Is it the same God, Harry? Harry, do you first worship the same God that gave this law?
I worship the same God that revealed
Was the law
the 10
good when he gave
Commandments.
it? Was the law good when he gave it?
The law was great when he gave it.
Is the law good now?
The law is good now.
So why shouldn't we follow the law
Well, because Christ, when he came to earth, he fulfilled the law.
No.
That's not answering
what
the
that
question.
means. That's not what that means anyway. When Jesus came, right, and he said, I came not to abolish the law, but to fulfill it, he meant to follow it completely. That's exactly what it means in context. So like when you're driving down the street, right, and you have a speed limit sign, right? Are you fulfilling it by going the speed limit, or are you abolishing it?
Okay, well, that's the difference between secular law and religious law and moral law.
Oh, so wait, now we're special pleading between different imaginary
now
laws.
we're just changing the definition of word to suit our own narrative.
Do you think the laws in the Old Testament are different than the kinds of laws we have now, or do you think they're closer to those than like this imaginary metaphorical law?
In what way?
In the way that these are laws that are written down that specify that we should do things with people when they break them.
So should do not murder apply to?
Did you understand my question?
Somewhat.
What's the symmetry breaker between a spiritual law and a metaphorical law and a fucking physical, like a secular law or whatever you called it?
Okay, well, there's not metaphorical law. There's metaphorical uses of context. You're not understanding that, and that's what's keeping you from your knowledge, dude.
So tell us where the symmetry breaker is. Tell me what the metaphorical use of the law is.
The metaphorical use of the law is in parables. This is all biblical.
Yeah, so tell us what the parable means.
Which parable? You're so unspecific. You're
saying the
law.
This
is a law, is it not?
Honoring
that is not a law. That is a
Yes, it
usage of. That's an improper usage of a law.
He came to fulfill the old law. He meant the entirety of the Old Testament.
Is this not a law?
Okay, so he believes. So
law
you think
concerning
when
murder
Christ
by
came to
persons
earth?
unknown.
Okay, listen. When you
let's
when
reframe
Christ
it. Let's
came to
pivot.
fulfill
Let's
the law.
reframe it.
Well, the other person in here was asking for an answer.
No, but when you say listen, I can tell what you're doing. Go on.
Zip, what did you say again? Sorry, I forgot.
Yeah, so when Jesus came, right, he said he came to fulfill the law, the old law, in which he was referring to the entirety of the Old Testament.
Yeah, so
that meant in context, I meant to follow it completely.
There are Old Testament laws that are imperfect. The Mosaic Law is imperfect. We completely understand
someone
that.
else's comment in the chat.
Am I not allowed to?
So you're saying God's imperfect?
No, that's fine.
That's
you can phone a friend. You can phone a friend. Phone the Holy Ghost, in fact.
So you're saying
I'm not saying.
If the law is imperfect, then God's imperfect.
That's not what I'm saying.
That's literally what you're saying.
Well, that's the entailment. If God is perfect, how can he give an imperfect law? Why would a perfect God give an imperfect law?
Those were not... Okay, Mosaic Law is not the law we follow right now.
I agree with you.
Would you agree with that?
I do agree with you. I do agree with you. Yeah, the question is like, why don't we? Because you said that's a good moral system.
No, I did not say I said Mosaic Law.
No, you said that's the Bible, and then you said the Ten Commandments, and the Ten Commandments are part of the Old...
Yes, the 10 Commandment is not Mosaic Law. The 10 Commandment is Old Testament law.
Is part of the Old
Do you want to focus on something from the 10 Commandments? Or like, what do you think? Should we give him that?
I don't think it matters. It's all part of the Old Testament.
Yeah, you're not convincing Zip. I was going to give it to you, but Zip's like... He's stuck on Jesus' words, I think. Jesus said some specific things about this, and it's just hard to ignore them.
I mean, we can talk about Jesus.
You think Jesus was... Do you believe Jesus existed? Do you believe...
There's no evidence to substantiate the existence of Jesus.
That is insane of you to say, considering he's...
Insane. Give us the evidence.
Yes. Well, he's the most documented man in history.
I don't care.
Wait,
secular and...
How do you mean?
Religious and
secular. What do you mean by that?
Sir,
Most documented man in history.
50 million documents of Harry Potter. That doesn't mean he
religious and secular historians both agree that Jesus Christ existed.
How many religious and secular historians have you talked to?
It's not that I've talked to them, it's that they've spoken.
The religious and secular historians that I talk to say that they only give credence to Jesus' existence to be able to continue having these conversations with Christians, or they don't say that, oh, well, because we have this kind of stuff written down that Jesus, for a matter of fact, existed. There's no physical evidence that Jesus existed. There's no first-hand accounts that Jesus existed.
So the eyewitness testimonies are not.
There's no eyewitness testimonies. There's only a story of eyewitness testimonies. It was written by an anonymous account.
Okay, so the teachings of the early church fathers from Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, and Paul were not first-hand, second-hand accounts?
No, Matthew, Mark, and John were not written by Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John.
How do you know that? What's your...
It's an overwhelming consensus by biblical scholars of all kinds. We're talking about Christians, deists, secular, rabbis, all of these people.
We don't take rabbis'
Excuse me.
Why would I take a rabbi's word?
I'm sorry, I'm talking about at the moment. Right? We're saying from all perspectives, there's an overwhelming consensus that these books were written anonymously. Later had names attributed to them to give them some kind of authority.
Well, obviously the English name is not...
none of the earliest manuscripts have any signatures. We don't know who wrote them or anonymous.
No, they had names later attributed to them to give them some kind of authority, right? And it wasn't until like the early to mid 2nd century that they had names assigned to them.
The most documented historical character is Mario Jumpman Mario, actually. Says terrible name in YouTube. So I don't know. We can maybe do that one, a different debate on that.
Okay, well, there's a big difference in character and person. That's also just completely wrong.
That's just a joke. It's just a little joke. Hey, Sly78, nice to see you. Yeah, so, like, why do you believe these, like, ahistorical nonsense documents of miracles and magic?
Why do I believe it?
Yeah.
Because it's been documented and we have overwhelming historical evidence and the Christology of it.
Stuck on this.
The church fathers, we have
no
first century accounts. We have
first century accounts. What does first century accounts mean?
You can barely remember.
You're using this fucking language that's so broad.
Not okay. Well, when we look at Irenaeus and our early church fathers, like
none of those people were contemporary with Jesus.
You're joking. See, that's just false.
Sorry?
Okay, give the evidence that shows that they were contemporary with Jesus.
What do you mean by contemporary?
They lived at the same time.
So not okay, forgive me. Sorry. I got to remember what I was going to say.
I'm sure he'll refer to Josephus and Tacitus.
Is Josephus not reliable?
Josephus is not contemporary. Tacitus is not contemporary. Neither did they talk about Jesus. They talk about Jesus' followers and what they believe.
So when Paul lived in 78 AD, he wasn't in contemporary. Well, he was not in contemporary.
Right?
He was not. Yes, I know. Jesus. Christ died in 33.
Paul did not know Jesus.
He knew his disciples, and his disciples were first-hand accounts.
That's claims.
Supposedly?
You can't substantiate.
There's, like, I think even less evidence for Paul, isn't there?
Yes.
And, like, Paul coming along later and just saying, like, I had a vision. That's different in the two accounts that are in the book, by the way. Like, in a way that cannot work together. It seems like flim-flam. It seems like, when he changes everything, he changes so much about it. It just seems like, the dude's like a scam artist.
More of the law
if he
than
existed,
Jesus,
it's just some guy that's took over.
Okay, well, sorry, I gotta go. This was fun.
Well,
my phone's about to die.
It was great talking to you, Harry. It was nice, spirited conversation, and my time here is almost up anyway. Jesus just walked into the room, and he's beckoning me. So, yeah, have a good one.
Okay.
I know
that. Find Christ, man.
Shut up, dude.
Thanks, y'all, for stopping by. I think Mezzo's going to be live soon. It was something about dog years. That he'd be live in a certain amount of dog years. Hey, to hear. Christianity spread by persuasion, not isolation or force. I'd love to see why you think that, but I don't have time, actually. I'm just hanging out for a bit. I'm not going to take any more guests. Sorry. TH or whatever, TJDH. Yeah, let's go do Mezzo raid when Mezzo is raidable. Do you believe in mutual respect? It sort of depends, right? Depends on the information I have about somebody. Not everyone deserves respect, even if I haven't met them, if I know enough about them. Hey, Prophetess, did you get the mod powers you needed? When it's earned? Yeah, that's what I think, is more of like... I don't know. I think the respect is earned thing is a little bit like... I don't mind trying to be respectful to people as a baseline, you know? Like, in these conversations, like, I think I'm being respectful. But, like, if somebody is obviously someone that doesn't deserve my respect, then, like, I just don't show them respect. I respect you even though you're really dishonest. That sounds like a lot of respect. The way that Christians are is kind of funny. Both respect and disrespect are earned. I think a neutral baseline is very reasonable. Yeah, I think that's probably it, right? And I think the problem is that people don't understand that, like, the actions and even just the way that you look. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have a bias over like a hat that you wear or something like that, right? There's certain things you wear that are like statements that earn or disearn my respect, right? Like if somebody has like a gay pride sticker or something on their car, I'm gonna like that a lot more than a MAGA sticker. I'm just gonna have a different amount of respect for that person. Respect is a two-way street. I think that makes sense too. Guess I was going off the golden rule: do to others what you want done to you. See, I don't actually think the golden rule is very good. I think that I've heard it called the platinum rule, of like doing what others want you to do to them. I think that makes a good amount of sense. I can't think of any reason that if you're going to interact with somebody, just treat them how they want to be treated, sort of thing. The problem with the golden rule is there's a lot of people that can try to put themselves into the other person's shoes, right? And say, oh, I'm going to, take on that idea so I can see how should I treat them? How would I want to be treated in that position? And then they come to like some flawed conclusion about how they should treat them. If it isn't a bunch of heathens, hello, Brenta. It's also based on no objective reason. Oh, I know you're. Oh, I'm sorry, Master. You may not have been. I said, I'm not taking any more guests right now. I'm just chilling and yapping, waiting for another creator to go live that I want to raid, and just talk in the chat and stuff. I don't know. There's another person before you if I were to take another person. So my apologies. I do appreciate all the heart memes and the gifts and stuff. I'm going to let up Prophetess, though, because Prophetess is a friend of mine that's kind of on the fence and isn't sure yet about leaving the cult. Prophetess, what are you thinking?
Don't run, host. You just can't handle the heat.
Maybe.
I see you. No,
I feel called out.
I'm so sorry. Everybody, the host has never taken an L, especially not from me.
You're not supposed to immediately cave when I show a little bit of...
I'm so sorry.
Which role are you taking? Good cop or bad cop?
I'm on the fence. I'm a little bit of both.
Role. Sorry. Right. Prophetess, not anyone else.
Yes, precisely.
What? What's going on with the fence sitting these days?
No, I was just going to shoot the shit with you.
Okay. Sounds good.
Unless you want to take an L.
I'll take whatever you want to give me.
All right. Well, this is what you get. This is what you got.
Awesome. It's hard to take an L when you are deaf.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I guess like you can't accept the loss because you can't hear. It seems a little ableist. I'm not really sure why.
Yeah.
deaf person would not be able to understand like the difference between winning and losing.
Let us not do that.
I don't know. I'm gonna be real. I used to really hate people that were that specific about things when it's like, you know what I mean. But like, I mean, in this space, I feel like you gotta be careful with your words. Like you're arguing with me.
Yeah.
Like you gotta be like precisely. I don't know.
Yes.
In real life, I would not have told you. I would not have like shamed you for that. But I think in a debate, you want to be more specific with your terminology, especially because everyone is seeing it. It's like not, a small space. Questioning.
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe the precedent should be that we call people out for when there's, because like sometimes it's just a matter of education. They just didn't
Oh yeah,
know.
totally, absolutely. I think calling them out in this space totally makes sense. I'm just saying. Well, even in a personal space, I probably would have said something. I don't know that I would have hung around somebody like this. It's hard to say.
Yeah, I guess
can't remember
that's
the last
true, 'cause
person
I'm
I
not
hung out with
necessarily-
I'd have to teach something like this too.
Yeah, and I guess like if two people are conversing at the store, I'm not going to walk up and be like, "What you said was a
Exactly.
little ableist." Fair enough.
Let me just get in your face really quick.
Oh yeah, that must be the liberalism in me.
Slice is going to take an L, but I do W it. You might not want to watch. Questioning contemporary sources
Come
that
again?
I don't know. Questioning contemporary sources that most mainstream historians agree on is kind of dishonest. I don't know what you mean by that. That could mean a number of things. I don't think questioning things is dishonest. I think that's also, again, like you should language. I think that it's actually really good to investigate it. I'm fine with looking into the data and the things that are there. Saying that you can't question it is actually part of the cult. So I want you to recognize you're doing what the cult does. It's part of the cult rhetoric to not question the authority. It means the author doesn't address themselves, but people know who the author was. Yeah, how did they know who the author was? There's no evidence as to how they know. It's church fathers. It's like they just say that it's tradition.
I'm gonna pull a Joel Reed's Bible and I'm gonna make an account that's Tahir reads Christ before Jesus. Just chapter, page by page, read Christ before Jesus. But Mezzo just went live.
Mezzo raid. Show up to Mezzo's live and say Mezzo raid. Okay, see y'all.
Say prophetess sent you.
See.
Yo, what up, Tyler? W. Oh yeah, Tyler, what up?
What's happening?
Bucky and mustache. Bucky and